go watch some kids in go-karting. Okay, that sounds a bit weird. Holy, I have never been more disappointed in a race, well, ever. That could have been the single most worst race I have witnessed in quite, like, genuinely quite a while. Literally minimal overtakes, nothing was happening. Everyone was breaking down, but then not breaking down at the same time. There was no real drama except for turn 1, where Lance Stroll was literally facing the wrong direction and still managed to scrap a point somehow. And you guys didn't believe me in my predictions that Lance Stroll would be cooking. Maybe not cooking as much as Alonso, but keeping in mind that he was facing the wrong direction going into turn 1, that a P10 is pretty good, right? Carlos absolutely proving Ferrari wrong and kind of telling them that, hey guys, I am a good driver, gets a podium. You know what, fair play. I honestly didn't expect that. I was more expecting Charles to get a P3 in my predictions, but I guess Ferrari getting a podium, that's still good. And let's not even forget that Verstappen, well, we can kind of forget that Verstappen won the race because he won it by 22 or so seconds away from Perez. Yet again, Perez being just a country mile off of Verstappen, but because the car is just so much better, Perez still manages to kind of scrap himself a P2. Are we in for another fucking shit season? Or, as the teams are saying, in 5 or 7 races time, they'll have things more figured out, and could then they be battling Red Bull? But it's like 2009. Jenson Button kind of just romped away with the championship in the first couple races, and then no one could catch up near the end. Now, agreed, there was significantly less races back then, harder to catch up. Now we have more races, might be a bit easier, but Red Bull are just going to develop. Honestly, they've just stolen the Mercedes car and just added the Red Bull Flare, which is like plus 10 seconds a lap. In my predictions, I also said that Alpine were going to be the shitters, and guess what? They were fucking awful. They were genuinely so bad. It was P19 and P20. Gasly back-to-back Bahrain Grand Prix. He starts P20, which is kind of insane, and Ocon back-to-back Grand Prix in Bahrain has a bad race. I don't know what's happened with Alpine. They posted something saying that, oh my god, 2024, 2025 are going to be in the title championship. And they're more in the hopes of not finishing last. Nico Hülkenberg, he peaked in qualifying and then he really, turn 1 was a disaster for him, kind of had to change front wings. And from then on, his race was pretty much over. Let's be real, he wouldn't have scored points either way, even if he was still in the mix, because their race pace wasn't the greatest. So disappointed in Williams. I don't know what was happening. Ferrari was like breaking down, or Williams was also just having some mad issues, and it seems like everyone was just having their own little problem. Now, will it take a couple races for it to all iron out? I hope it does, because I don't want to be seeing boring fucking ass races like this. Like, I was sitting here literally holding my eyes open to continue watching this dog shit race. And then at the end, Yuki to have the audacity to say that Daniel Ricciardo is a slow driver on the radio. No, Yuki, you can go fuck right off. I don't know who you think you are talking to a big Ricky boy like that. Ricciardo might have been on softs. Yeah, I guess he could go ahead. But the fact that Ricciardo couldn't overtake, was it Magnussen? Or it was one of the Hasses, and then Zhou was in front. But at the same time, you're not fucking scrapping for points. No one gives you flying shits unless you're battling for P10. And you really weren't, Yuki, so please, just please, shut up. Thank you. I think we have to give respect where it's due. Fair play, Checo, you got P2, but you're still 22 seconds off of Verstappen in the same machinery, so there's still a lot of work to be done. All I wanted was just another 2014 Bahrain. Do you remember when Hamilton and Rosberg were scrapping the entire race? I want another season like, maybe not like 2014, because another season just filled with Bahrain 2014. So that's what I want. I want something close. I want something entertaining. Now, agreed, the midfield scrap was kind of, it was decently close. Aston Martin were a fair ways off McLaren and all of them lot, but McLaren and Mercedes, they were in a good scrap, especially when Piastri was coming out the pits. He kind of went skating off the track, but that's besides the point. Piastri has kind of stepped his game up. Like, he isn't slow. He isn't majorly faster than Lando. He isn't majorly slower than Lando. He's in a good scenario. I don't know what happened to Sargent, but his qualifying clearly wasn't the best at all. And then in the race, he had some kind of issue. Both Williams did. I'm actually very sad about that because I was expecting a Williams rocket ship. I think the thing that pissed me off, like, genuinely the most was, I don't know how this season got hyped up so much. The grid's going to be close. Verstappen isn't going to be, like, miles in front. Mercedes are going to be the fastest car. McLaren's going to be up there. Ferrari's literally going to be up there as well. Aston Martin, could they be battling us? RB's going to be close to the top using, like, the RB19. Williams have cooked up a good car. And then there's Alpine, which was P19 and P20. But that's besides the point. I was expecting one of the closest, most entertaining races we've had in a while. But it seems like Verstappen has just edged away. So many more tenths. So many more... How? I don't understand how this keeps happening. It's fun. We got to hear the Dutch anthem for like the 55th, 6th, something like that time ever. I mean, not ever, but like in Verstappen's day and age. I'm very disappointed if you couldn't tell. I'm very sad as well because I was going, oh my days, I was expecting such a good race. I just wanted good racing. Oh, and these fucking shitters have the audacity to hype up the season and bring that to Bahrain. Actually unacceptable. But with that said, we saw that McLaren last year were in literally the mud in Bahrain and they somehow managed to turn around their little boat of a car and battled for wins in P2s and pole positions. I guess some teams will be able to do that this year. Hopefully, I want a competitive season, really. That's all I want. We haven't had one since 2021 or the start of 2022. And that just spiraled into a massive depression knowing that Charles Leclerc just lost the championship in France. Like, so sad. But anyway, speaking of Lando, yet again, he was on for pole position and yet again fumbled under pressure. Yet again, it always happens. He just fumbled. Anyway, that's my last dig at Lando or anyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys thought of the race down in the comments. I want to hear because I'm fucking disappointed and I'm very pissed off. And I might just go watch Formula 2 for the rest of my life because Formula 2, that was an entertaining race. Like, so much. The fact, okay, Antonelli and Behrman were kind of like and Behrman was dropping down because he had contact, but that's besides the point. Everything else was so fucking sick to watch. I might just become an F2 fan. Also, I might just turn over to WEC, stop watching Formula 1, hit the IndyCar, hit NASCAR, go watch some kids in go-karting. Okay, that sounds a bit weird. But go watch go-karting maybe. Something that isn't Formula 1 and isn't just pure dominant. I might just switch like, nah, don't even want to watch racing anymore. I might just go to Formula Drift. Formula Drift has always been fun. I might start rewatching that. Yeah. Anyway, let me know down in the comments. What do you guys think of the race? What do you think of the season? Is it going to be wrapped after like the third race as Verstappen just won the championship already? Yeah, let me know down in the comments. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, like, because I don't know why you wouldn't. And peace.